Welcome to Adventures in Food with Howard. Today I'm going to be making a Japanese home-style dish called Teriyaki Beef and Vegetable Roll-Ups. Come on along with me while I show you how easy it is to make this delicious meal. The most important part of this recipe is going to be the beef, which needs to be paper thin so that the meat is tender and is well marbled so that it's delicious. You can usually find this meat in an Asian grocery store or ask your butcher to prepare the beef. He should be able to accommodate you. You can use any kind of vegetables in this, like green beans, red peppers, bean sprouts, so long as they've been cut into the same size and shape and have roughly the same cooking time. Today I'm going to be using asparagus stalks that I've cut into 4 to 4.5 inch pieces. I'm reserving the tips for another use. And then I've julienned carrots into 4 to 4.5 inch pieces. And finally, I've washed and broken up into small pieces enoki mushrooms. To prepare the enoki mushrooms, all you do is cut off the root end, which is dirty, rinse them off briefly, and break them up into smaller pieces. To julienne your carrot, you'll want to first slice the carrot into 1/4 inch planks. Then you will want to take those 1/4 inch planks and slice them into 1/4 inch pieces, and you'll have 1/4 inch julienned carrot. Make sure to save any odd pieces of carrot for soups or whatever. The most difficult part of this process is going to be unfolding the beef back into its original shape, because the meat wants to stick to itself. So it's a bit tricky, but just find the way it's been folded up into that little package and unwrap it so that it's back to its original size and shape. Just be patient and work with the meat until you have a roughly rectangular piece of meat. Once the meat is ready, then you begin adding vegetables. I've started by adding a couple of pieces of the asparagus stalk, a couple of pieces of carrot, and then finally a few of the enoki mushrooms. And then keeping them tightly together, roll them up as shown. And this shouldn't be too difficult because, as I said, the meat will want to stick together. So just make sure that the vegetables are properly centered, roll them up, and it's as easy as that. I'll show you one more time. Once you have the meat unwrapped to a roughly rectangular shape, you add your asparagus stalks, your carrot julienne slices, and the enoki mushrooms, and keep them centered on the meat slice, and then just roll them up. The rolling process is fairly easy and fairly quick, because as I said, the meat wants to stick together. So you roll them up and they're ready to go. Repeat until all the meat and vegetables have been used up. At the end, you should have something that looks similar to this. Before frying your beef, make sure to make your teriyaki sauce. The sauce has 4 simple ingredients. There's 4 tablespoons of soy sauce, 2 tablespoons of sake, 1 tablespoon of white granulated sugar, and 3 tablespoons of mirin, which is a seasoned Japanese cooking wine. Mix everything together, starting with pouring the sake into the soy sauce, then add the mirin, finally add the granulated sugar, and then stir carefully until all of the sugar has been dissolved. Heat a large frying pan over medium heat with a couple of tablespoons of vegetable oil. Once the oil is hot, add your beef roll-ups to the pan, and you'll want to cook them about 2 to 3 minutes on each side. Once your roll-ups are browned on both sides, it's time to add the sauce. Just using spoonfuls, add the sauce over the top of the meat until each piece has been covered with sauce. Cover the pan and let it steam for approximately 3, maybe 4 minutes. Remove the lid and turn up the heat to medium-high. This will allow the sauce to reduce. As the sauce reduces, keep turning the roll-ups in the pan until the meat has been glazed to your liking. Don't forget to subscribe and leave a comment if you enjoyed this video. Once the roll-ups have been glazed to your liking, turn the fire off and they're ready to serve. These roll-ups are wonderful served with white rice, steamed broccoli, and tomatoes. Thank you, and I hope to see you again next time. Bye-bye.